Welcome back to 2 Idiots in a Valley. You'll have to excuse my lack of suspenders right now. I don't feel very manly at the moment, but these shorts do not go with suspenders.
Why aren't you wearing your suspenders?
I'm not wearing the right pants. I'm gonna change.
You're so feminine.
I know. I still got the hat.
Uh,
At any rate, we're here in the valley.
we made it.
We're gonna have fun. We're gonna try and get some projects done the next day. We're gonna bring you guys along with us for whatever we get done. So stick around.
To the valley. To the valley.
I wanted to show you something real nice and special. The side-by-side's back. It's not, last night we drove it down and it wasn't perfect. It's still underpowered for some reason. We can't quite figure out why. I disconnected the battery last night to see if we could reset the ECU. I don't know if it's gonna, I don't know if that's gonna work or not. He's still out, like a light. Fingers crossed with this side-by-side. I think we're gonna let it warm up for a minute. Not gonna lie, it's a bit of a rough morning. I've already had 1 liquid IV, 2 bottles of water, 2 ibuprofen, and now some caffeine. I'm pretty sure some hard work and dedication is going to get rid of this headache. We'll see. This is for you.
Thank you.
Does this have
Oh yeah.
supplements?
Yeah.
Liquid IV could sponsor us. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
I brought these water buckets, these 5-gallon buckets for the shower because the pump went out last time we were here. We got a new pump for the filter, but I wanted to give the shower a head start. Brandon and his friend Joe are here this trip, so I wanted to make sure we had enough water so that everybody could take a shower. Today is going to be a hot and sweaty day. They slept, Brandon and Joe slept in the tower, the bathhouse last night. I think they're the first people to use the bunk beds. It's Brandon's birthday trip. We celebrated Brandon's birthday last night. Maybe a little too much. I'm gonna haul these water buckets to the, at least to the tower, maybe not all the way up. We're also gonna go up the staircase, start planning out where the sawmill's going, plan the expansion for the cabin and the foundation, and then, man, as soon as we get that sawmill, things are gonna start rocking and rolling.
noticed. I didn't think you mentally turned it off. I wonder what the problem could still be.
I left the battery unhooked all night.
Yeah, I know.
Oh boy.
I crank a little more than that. Perhaps we should get off the mountain.
Maybe it's the angle. You think it's the angle?
No. Happened to me on flat ground.
Mm-hmm.
Hey! Hey, bear!
Hey, bear! Did he just say, huh?
Mm-hmm.
He said it again.
Hi!
Hi!
Trying!
Oh boy.
Perhaps we should get off the mountain.
Trying. Turn around up there. If we can. Oh, come on. If you don't floor it, it doesn't bog down. I gotta tell you, it's a lot.
What's that?
I don't know.
I bet that was that tire, that
I thought I saw something fly up.
That's probably a rock. Things seems fine.
Parked on a bit of an angle here.
Yep, you did. Everything's fine.
Yeah. Stay here. What's for dinner?
Whoop.
Here we go.
We haven't been up here enough. I miss this.
I'm still getting over the depression of the side-by-side not being completely working.
Yeah, I've noticed that in you.
Kills me because it slows us down.
Yeah.
I was very much ready to go with that sawmill.
They better not charge us another fee to find out what's wrong with it.
They probably will.
I'm not paying another diagnosis. Y'all didn't diagnose it right the first time.
I mean, they fixed a problem.
They did fix a problem, but I told them one of the things it's doing is it's bogging down and it's like half powered. Like, you didn't solve that problem. What do you think I really care about?
Right.
The light being on there or my side-by-side not working right?
Welcome to One Idiot in a Valley. I killed Kirk.
I'm not dead yet. I feel better. All right, so sawmill planning.
We're standing in the area,
The future.
of the sawmill.
So, my proposition is
Are
sawmill
you gonna proposition me?
here, right? Give us like a 180. We'll spin. So all along here, sawmill, like 25, 30, somewhere in the neighborhood of 25 to 30 feet is the permanent sawmill place, right? Parking is there. All these trees are gonna have to come down. Back here will be the temporary sawmill location, which will turn into the log storage. And so the logs will be stored here, and we should be able to create a ramp system to just roll them right onto the mill and use gravitas.
The old gravitas. Yeah, so mill here, log setting station, right?
Prep storage.
And then the path for the side-by-side up there,
Yeah.
so that everything can just roll downhill.
And so what we'll have, we already kind of have the start of the circle, because we used to always turn around up here. Look, you've even got over here. I mean, this is the perfect path for the side-by-side to come through. We'll clear this out. It can come through here, drop a log. That guy, there's some good lumber in that guy. There's this one, that's good lumber. And then the one behind it, we could sell to Home Depot.
Right? Yeah, that's about typical for their 2x4s.
Yeah. And if someone had remembered flagging tape, we could have been marking all of this.
What's really funny is Brandon's using flagging tape right now
I
on
know,
the other
yeah.
mountain.
He's prepared. He's a very prepared fella.
Yeah, there's a bunch right here, actually. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gosh, we may not need to go very far at all.
Well, the problem is we do have to go far. We have to go far that way.
For the water tower.
This is feels like a good start to that path, though.
Well, the cube of direction should be right in front of us.
Should be due north.
But we wanted to make the water tower
Just to the right.
right.
So at some point we'll have to cut through this grove over here, because I think that goes all the way up. Which is weird. I don't know how you get a grove of pine trees like this. I mean, at some point, the roots are gonna be fighting with each other. Like there can't be enough nutrients for all of them to survive.
I think it happens where there used to be a road.
Yeah?
It's a guess.
But yeah, I mean, we come straight up there and you can just keep going.
Yeah. The South Mountain's here. This is the North Mountain. And you, the viewer, are standing right where the new fire pit's going to be.
I think right there.
Oh, close enough.
Yeah.
But this is where we're going to move the campsite. So the cabin's right there, about 50 yards.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't really decided if we're going to move the bell tent up here or not. It's kind of deteriorating a little bit.
Quickly.
Yeah, well, I mean, not that quickly. It's been sitting out here for 2 years now.
Yeah, but it's like, it's falling off a cliff, I mean.
Right. The other part is it's just dirty and not well maintained.
Yeah.
But 2 years for a fabric
Solid.
tent's pretty dang good. King Camp, man.
Highly recommend.
Yeah. I think we paid $800 for that tent.
You did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was back when we were doing things individually.
Everybody had their own goals when we first got the land. And so we all spent about the same amount of money and then decided that it could all be pooled. And then we decided we might as well just split everything.
Yeah. That's why we're building a cabin together now. And after talking to Brandon, he might be in on the cabin.
If he can get himself an invite.
Oh, I may or may not have already invited him.
So we're back to building separate cabins.
It's I think the problem is it was part of the pitch to get him to help split the sawmill, and I gave him the story of, wouldn't it be great if the three families, you and your kids, my wife and my kids,
Just have to point out that I'm single, don't you?
Brandon's wife and his daughter. Kirk doesn't have a wife or a significant other, do you?
There's not really anybody I text on a daily basis.
I mean, oh, that's sad. Are you lonely?
I talk to you.
That's true, but it's not the same as it.
No, it's not. No, you do not like the pictures I send.
Yeah, could you stop sending those? My wife's getting upset.
Why is she looking at them?
I share everything with her.
Okay. I didn't know I was part of that.
Well, I share everything with you too.
That's true.
Don't be lonely, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll find you a wife that likes to come out to the woods. You'll be the only one.
But now I have to wonder if she likes me or for my YouTube channel.
We're excited about moving up here. Just sitting here has got me a little bit less depressed about the side-by-side.
And this place is amazing for
It
that.
really is. God, I'm so ready for the weather to cool down. I thought this trip was going to be the perfect temperature. And not to complain, because it's only in the 80s, but it's not
Low 80s.
It's not perfect yet. 60s during the day is perfect.
Yeah, but then you got to deal with the 40s at night.
I'm okay with that. Get a big old fire going.
I've been watching a lot of videos of some guys doing some cold weather stuff, and it's got me like amped up to do some cold weather trips up here. Hopefully, because we have a cabin to go warm up in when it happens.
And we're ambitiously thinking this cabin's going to be done by Christmas, and we just got our first setback, the side-by-side not being ready.
Yeah.
It has to be ready for us to move logs.
It's a huge part of the deal. Also, we don't know how big the expense is going to be to finally get the side-by-side 100%.
Right. So
That could go into our sawmill budget.
Yeah.
Unless you guys will, start sharing and subscribing more.
God, he's
And
needy,
then
isn't he?
We'll
This
get
is why
YouTube
he's
to
single.
pay for it. It's hard to be my friend.
God, it is. But we love you.
I'm aware. I'm aware at this point. I'm not.
It is draining. It's exhausting.
You're exhausting. Oh, man. Let's go look at the cabin site. Let's see if we can figure out where these extra bedrooms
have
are
we
going
talked
that
about-
you've sold.
Hold on. Have we talked about timeline? It's September 2024
This is a
right
different
now.
episode. You can't have a running joke from last episode.
I can do anything I want. I'm the director.
I'm the director now.
It's September 2024. Just so you know.
We just dropped 3 episodes.
We did just drop our first 3 episodes. I think Two Idiots in a Valley might be the best name for a YouTube channel involving us, because we certainly are and can be some of the most idiotic people we've ever met.
Oh yeah.
We make some really bad decisions
Oh, yeah.
sometimes.
And I think,
See?
like that.
See?
I think what might kind of play into it also is the fact that we're not stupid people, right? Like, we got good grades in school. We, you know,
We scored the same on the SAT.
we exactly
25 years ago. 25 years ago?
20 years ago would have been the SATs. What do you think about this path down to the cabin?
It's treacherous.
It was a bit treacherous. Stairs. We have to do stairs down the mountain to the cabin. You want 10 more feet here.
Yes.
Means this guy's got to go, and we somehow have to drop him without hitting the cabin.
He could be
He could definitely be a foundation post guy.
We're good at dropping trees where we aim them.
Sometimes.
Those of you who have seen other episodes of us doing that would,
You'd know we're lying.
yeah. This view right here is exactly why we're building the cabin right here.
Right here.
Originally, Kirk hasn't always been single. He found this spot with his significant other, and we weren't going to build a cabin together.
Nope. Nope. We were gonna be close by. We were gonna try to stay neighbors.
Yeah, I was gonna build a cabin over there, but now that Kirk's not entwined,
Interlaced.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Miserable.
Now that Kirk's not miserable, we decided to build the cabin together.
It just makes more sense.
It really does. Because building a cabin's a two-man job. All these YouTube channels where the guy's just sitting there building a cabin by himself, Surviving Ringworm, Wild Homestead, all the other ones,
Fake news.
I don't think it's fake news, but come on. What do you think's more entertaining? Some guy in the woods by himself or two idiots in a valley?
Yeah.
This was Kirk's first attempt at chainsaw milling.
Only attempt. And I got 14 feet. It took 3 hours and 3 tanks of chainsaw gas.
This story gets more and more embellished every time he tells it. It was like an hour and a half.
No, it was 3 hours.
It was a tank and a half of chainsaw gas. And he was definitely burnt out by the end of it.
Oh, my back was on fire. Well, it didn't like that. Didn't like that at all. Check that battery cable.
Really wanted that to be disconnected.
Yeah. This is not good.
I don't even know how we get it down if it won't run.
Gravity. I mean, it's not even trying.
Wouldn't it be cool if we knew what we were doing?
Yeah.
Man, is there a wire or something?
No, that's like kind of I'm looking for something out of place and I don't see anything right off the get.
If we haven't told you what's happened, the side-by-side has died.
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 Dead died.
The key will not do anything. The cluster doesn't turn on, no electronics, no like it's supposed to. Died.
My goal is to either hit something or just let the mountain slow me down. I'm going to try not to touch the brake at all. Polaris isn't going to want to sponsor us if their machine keeps breaking in our videos.
Yeah, I'm thinking anybody but Polaris. Honda, Can-Am.
Can-Am, that Turbo Maverick is a pretty beastly machine. It just looks cool.
That was almost catastrophic.
I was running low on good ideas. I had some bad ones. They were teed up.
I'm not sure what we would have done if it hadn't started.
It was going to go down backwards, slowly.
That would have been so dangerous.
Yeah, very. Sorry you guys missed out on that.
That's the two idiots moment I really didn't want.
Yeah. When you're forced to do something idiotic. It's okay when you can choose to do something idiotic. Just no projects done.
They put in a solid 7 hours of tree cutting and trail cutting.
We got the lights hung.
We got some new lights hung. I
cleaned up the trail.
We did do a bit of planning up the mountain.
We did some planning.
Which is good. That was on our list to accomplish.
Yeah, sure was.
That side-by-side not working just wrecked my soul.
Really a punch in the gut or lower.
Yeah.
I got the trail cleaned up so we can walk from the campsite to the bathhouse much easier, not tripping on logs and stuff.
We cut some firewood.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of firewood.
Hey.
Brandon and Joe have built a firewood
shed?
Shanty?
Yeah, the fire shanty.
Suppression system. No. This is going to create more fire. Since we bought the land, Brandon has been talking about building this structure, and he finally did it.
Now it's here.
Yeah.
It's exciting. It does make it look like we didn't cut enough firewood, though.
I know. That's a poor semblance of wood.
That's actually a lot. It's a lot of fire in there. It's big fi-fi.
It's good one-nighter.
But we're going to get the side-by-side fixed. It's coming back to town. It's going to go back in the shop.
The biggest thing about the side-by-side and why it's so depressing is because we need it to get the sawmill.
Yes.
We can't move logs without the side-by-side. It's step one.
If you watched the last episode, we talked about how much planning and how much goes into the sawmill and what that's going to create. And we're very excited about that. And now we're kind of back down to step right before that. So
yeah.
hate going backwards, but it's going to be okay. We're going to solve this and then work twice as hard so we can still try and get the cabin up by Christmas.
Cabin by Christmas.
Cabin by Christmas.
Let's talk timeline. It's September 2020.
Can I see that?
Here you go.
Yeah. Bend over. Thanks for coming with us, guys. We'll see you next time. Let the IQ points keep falling.